Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I wanted to talk about something that AT&T is doing on the marketing side that I perceive to be brilliant. I think this is the best move that AT&T has done in terms of a marketing campaign in a long time. Now, I know they have their national campaign, and I think that one is pretty good, right? I think it's resonating with the consumer that new and existing customers get the same deal. They've been the ones really pushing that, and the competition is kind of using the same wording now, and they're pushing a similar deal. So what I have on screen here is some of the most brilliant marketing, and this is targeted marketing towards Hispanic regions, right? Two countries, one network. Why they haven't pushed this years ago is beyond me. I don't know. I think the reason that they haven't really gone all out is because the network is not there to back up any further growth. So I'll use El Paso, Texas for this example, right? Border region, heavy Hispanic population. This is working, right? AT&T is growing. In fact, I can confirm per the market share numbers, AT&T has grown into the largest market share that they've ever had in this region, in this county. And it's still relatively way behind Verizon and T-Mobile, right? T-Mobile took off first with the Hispanic population in Los Angeles, here, San Diego. They grew that insanely big, right? El Paso, they got like over 50% share now. And AT&T is starting to cut into that using this targeted local marketing. It's huge. It's on billboards. It's at gas stations. You can see it in English. You can see it in Spanish. It is the most brilliant move that AT&T has ever done. They are really now emphasizing and putting emphasis on this market. Right? Whoever was in charge previously, they neglected it. They didn't really look at its potential. But now it's easy. They own the network in Mexico and they own it here. They have to pay no roaming. It's literally two countries, one network. And I've been told that the VoLTE, voice over LTE transition is flawless. And the teams engineered it that way. You can literally drive from here on a phone call in the United States, HD, and drive across the border and keep the same phone call. It's literally one network, two countries. It's literally engineered that way. It's not like you have to get off the call and then start the call over when you get to Mexico. No, it's one network, two countries. I can't stress that enough. It really is. They had some interference issues at first. I will admit that. I got the North Texas newsletter. I saw the reports. They had some issues with the 700 band. They got it worked out. They got it tweaked. And now I'm told with the recent burst in market share growth that they're seeing, it's not anything immaculate. It's not like they grew 3%. So don't take what I'm saying out of proportion, but they are growing. They're taking share from Verizon. They're taking share from T-Mobile. They're taking share from cable. They got fiber that they're pushing, and they're pushing the network. It's such a brilliant move that they should have done a long time ago. Now, since they had relatively low share in the border regions, now they have to really invest into the network to get it densified, to get small cells in here so they can keep growing without congesting the network. So the positive here is they're not doing fixed wireless access in El Paso. They're really taking that fiber to the next level. And this city is expanding outwards, right? It's expanding further east, it's expanding further north, and all of that will be brand new. All that new development will be brand new fiber that AT&T is laying. So now in order to handle the growth which this marketing campaign is going to bring, they're going to have to build more stores. They're going to have to build more towers, which they're doing. Not as aggressive, but I assume as they keep growing the share, they will get more funding opportunities, the engineering team, and they have to do the small cells. And then, of course, they got to start bringing in the C-band. They got to put the C-band on the existing grid. That'll help them offset some of the time that it will take to get new sites up and running. Now, it's not ideal because C-band doesn't reach as far versus some of the site spacing issues they got in this market, but I'm willing to bet they're gonna adjust fairly quickly because they got the money. They're usually on the wireless side, they're usually second half loaded. So in this second half, we should start probably seeing the most wireless activity. I'm already seeing new sites that are going to be put up from At&T here. I'm already hearing new C-RANs coming. So it's just all coming together. It took time for At&T and John Stankey to do what they needed to do. Offload the assets, the media, right? Turn marketing around, change the brand image, get a favorable ad campaign out there nationally, which they did, new and existing customers. Now, the two countries, one network, I mean, it's just genius in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Follow my social media outlets for more updates and interactions. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace. Welcome back to the channel. We have another great article from Fierce Wireless. I will leave it in the description down below so you guys could check it out. At&T Stankey, customer growth isn't all about promotions. So At&T CEO John Stankey presented yesterday at the Goldman Sachs conference. I tuned in. It was about 40 minutes. And during that conference, he was questioned about the promotion activity that most of the industry in the market thinks that most of the growth, the 3 million postpaid additions in 2021 came from the aggressive promotional offerings. And John Stankey said, no, there are other business sections that they have upside in, right? They weren't the leading share in business. That went to Verizon, and they're now growing that. And he says that growth comes with less intensity on the promotional side. So businesses are taking less interest in the promos, and they seem to be just taking what they're getting at face value. So they're taking the pay for what you get approach. But I do think on the consumer side, they are taking a lot of these promotions. The new and existing customers get the same deal. That's what I think is really enticing and attractive to the At&T consumer. And that's where most of that growth is coming from on the consumer side. So I just wanted to briefly talk about that in this article. I will leave it in the description down below so you guys can check it out. I'm gonna break this series into a few parts. Lots to discuss there. This was the first part with the promotional pressure from At&T, and it's not the only way that they're gaining growth at this point in time. But I still think, in my opinion, for my take, I still think it plays a huge role in getting customers in the door is the new and existing deals for all customers. I think that does still play a big part in At&T's growth story. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel for more. Like, share, subscribe, follow the social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.